Is this thing on? Well, duh. Of course it's on because I turned it on. Look at me trying to be cool. Okay, let me stop. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brooklyn with Heart to Heart with Brooklyn. Actually, no, we're not with Heart to Heart with Brooklyn. Actually, we are just with Brooklyn. That's so strange to say because I'm so used to saying the whole thing, but this channel's not about my show. It's about me. So that's different. All right, so let's try that one more time. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Brooklyn. I guess just with Brooklyn. It's so crazy. Like, why am I nervous? I literally talk in front of a camera all the time. That's literally my job. But for some reason, when it comes to talking about myself, I am, for lack of better words, can't speak. I am shy. It's something that needs to be done though, because I feel like you guys don't know me. And this is the great way to show you guys who I really am. Show you who the person in front of the camera is. Usually it's the person behind the camera, but I'm also the person behind the camera. So just so you guys get to know who I am. So as I said earlier, what's up, y'all? My name is Brooklyn. For you guys who don't know me, I am a talk show host, media personality, journalist, red carpet host, multi-hyphenate, based here in Atlanta. I currently host a show called Heart to Heart with Brooklyn, as you can see from the logo, and you will probably see a lot of branding. I'm not gonna lie. Let's talk about my background. Grew up in a small town right outside of Atlanta. Now, I will say often that I'm from Atlanta, but if you're not from Atlanta, then I'm from Atlanta. If you're from Atlanta, I'm from Gwinnett. Okay, let's clear that up right now before any of y'all attack me when I decide to make it big and famous, and I don't got time to be yelled at by Amaretta and everybody else who get mad if I say I'm from Atlanta and I'm really from Gwinnett. Let's clear that up right now. So I grew up in Gwinnett and I knew I wanted to do media ever since I was younger. So, quick story. When I was in kindergarten, my mom used to do the morning announcements. I used to see her on the TV, and little old me, I thought she was on real TV. Of course, I would brag. I'd be like, my mom's on TV, my mom's on TV, blah, 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 blah. Later, getting heartbroken, realizing that it was only televised to my school and not, the country. But it's okay though. I was young, I was naive. It's fine. But since she started being on TV doing the announcements, she started to bring me on the announcements. So I would do the announcements with her. And then that later led to me to be the anchor woman in the 5th grade, anchor woman in 8th grade, anchor woman in high school, and then go on to study journalism at Georgia State University. So media has just always been in my blood. Now, did I know exactly why I wanted to do with media? I did not. For the longest, I thought I wanted to be a news reporter. And I just knew, honestly, at the end of the day, I knew I wanted to be on TV. Didn't really know what that looked like, but I was leaning closer to news reporter because that's just something that I saw. But I always loved Oprah growing up. I loved her. I loved her. I loved her. I would come home from middle school because her show would start at 4, and I got out of school at 4, and that was when we had TiVo. Kind of telling my age, but we had TiVo. My mom would TiVo Oprah. So then when I got home, me and her would watch Oprah together. I loved Oprah. But since then, I knew I wanted to be on TV, and I was like, I want to be like Oprah. And it didn't click until I was a little bit older that I want to be a talk show host. And that is how Heart to Heart with Brooklyn was born. I started Heart to Heart with Brooklyn in 2018 when I was in college. Everything was great. I just wasn't that consistent with it. I knew that this was something that I wanted to do, and I knew I had to make the channel at least. It was the first step. And then after that, I was like, everything will come together. But I was in school. It was my senior year. I was trying to graduate. I was trying to get a job. I was trying to make some money. I wasn't thinking about this channel, but it was always in the back of my mind. I would make a few episodes, but just wasn't that consistent. So I ended up getting a job in New York, and I was working for a very big news station up there. I was in a program. I was working for a big station up there. I was in the page program for CBS. So I was working for CBS News, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, The View. Like I was killing it in New York. It was a great time. I had a blast, learned so much. However, all good things have to come to an end. And my ending wasn't necessarily my choice. It was the pandemic. Pandemic hit. We all lost our jobs basically, and I had to move back home to Atlanta. I was crushed. However, I took it as a blessing in disguise. And the reason I say that is right before I left, I was getting an opportunity to, because I was already full time, but I was like full time contract, and they wanted to bring me full time with benefits. But because of the non compete clause, they said if I was to join, then I would have to stop my show. And now, granted, my show wasn't big. I maybe had 100 followers on my channel. It really was nothing. So to most people, it would be like, girl, just stop the show. But something in my gut told me, no, 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 don't do that. Because I knew how big my show could be. I knew how big it could be. And I knew how big I wanted to be. And I knew it was something that I wanted because I owned it. So I had to make the tough decision. I was like, I don't think I can do that. And I just had a really, really bad feeling about it. This is why you always trust your gut. Because also right after that, I left New York. Yes, I left New York and COVID hit. 2 weeks later, the entire city shut down. No one could leave New York. And something was telling me to get out right then and there. So I kind of was just like, you know what? I think I'm just going to go home just real quick. I'm just going to go home real quick. And I took some stuff and literally city shut down. I was like, that's God. And that's my gut intuition. Like, I'm so happy that did happen. Of course, I was sad, but everything happens for a reason. So after New York, when I come back, I'm trying to figure out life, of course, just like we all were. And I ended up trying to do my show a little bit more. I was a little discouraged just because everything shut down. Like I didn't know what to do. But I was like, you know what? This is something that I love. This is something I might as well do to pass some time. So I tried to start back up again. However, I didn't really get consistent or really decide to get consistent. And was like, yo, you really got to do this until about 2022. And also in 2022, I definitely put my foot forward because I started my own media company called Moyo Media LLC. Super excited about that. Still working on it. It's definitely a passion project, but we're working on it. We're working on it. In 2022, I started to really take it more seriously. However, I still did have my 9 to 5. Let's make that clear. Your girl likes money. Media don't make you no money right now. So it's just like, you got to find a way to make some money because I really love clothes. I love clothes and I love shopping. So I just needed some money. So I was working a job. I hated my job. Absolutely hated it. It was terrible. It was stressful. It just was not for me because also I knew it wasn't my passion. And I feel like God knew that. He knew that. And he also knew I wouldn't quit. And I wouldn't quit the job because of the 9 to 5 stability or what I thought was stability. I wasn't going to do that. So instead, because I wouldn't leave, he decides to lay me off. When I got laid off, I actually was not disappointed. I looked at it as a sign because I asked God for a sign. I said, if this isn't for me, if I'm up for bigger and better things, please just show me a sign. I am lost right now. I need to figure it out. And yeah, that man showed me a sign. He showed me a pink slip. That's really what he did. I was not really expecting it, but it is what it is. And that was last summer. So we're coming up on a year now that I've been starting to take media more and more and more and more seriously and really making it a dream come true, which it has within the time period of, I would say 2022 to now. I've been able to interview a lot of your favorite celebrities, from T.I. to Black China to Yolanda Adams, just a lot of really big names. And I've been in a lot of rooms I never would have thought that I would be in, simply because I betted on myself. I am not affiliated with a big company. It is literally just me. I picked up a camera and was like, this is what I want to do, and I'm going to do it. I was like, if people were getting famous off YouTube back in the day and becoming singers, getting signed like Justin Bieber, I don't understand why I can't go big or go home on my YouTube channel. And I don't know, Oprah find me and be like, you know what? You're up next, Missy. Like, who knows? That is why I'm here. But since I am kind of a more of a newer seasoned talk show host, or I'm newer in the industry compared to like CBS, ABC, things like that. But I'm seasoned in compared to people who are just now starting. And because of that, I wanted to start this channel so I can tell you guys the different tips and tricks that I've learned along my way as being a freelance person, really just trying to get into this business. That really brings me to why I started this channel. I started this channel because I was constantly getting DMs from people, random people I didn't even know, asking me, how did you start in media? What camera do you use? What mic do you use? How did you get into this event? And just a whole bunch of multiple questions within that realm. And at first, I didn't think that I was qualified to answer those questions. I was like, oh, why are you asking me? Like, I don't know. But I realized that because I'm a newer person, people are really curious. And there's actually people who want to get into this business, but simply do not know how. And unfortunately, the entertainment business is full of gatekeepers. And I hate that. I absolutely hate that. And I'm not one of them. I'm here to tell you the tips. I'm here to tell you my flaws. I'm here to tell you my struggles, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of that comes with the media, so then you can be prepared, because I didn't have anybody to tell me that. So I feel like if I had somebody like me in my corner telling me, hey, this is how you get into it, life would have been so much easier. Well, fortunately, I had to learn on my own. So therefore, I was like, let me pay it forward and help those who are also trying to get into media. So I hope that you guys can learn something from all of the things that I say. So what you should be able to expect is media tips, behind the scenes of me going to events, vlogs, and just so you guys can see the entire process that comes with media, because I feel like a lot of people show you the final product, which is something that I'm guilty of my show, Heart to Heart with Brooklynne. You see the final interviews, you see all the glitz and the glam. However, you do not see the ugly side that's behind it, of me squatting to make sure that I'm not in anybody's shot, or me being a one-man band of recording, setting up everything, also trying to get my mics together, my questions together, everything, and just the craziness that happens on a carpet. You guys don't see anything. You see the final. But I'm going to show you the behind the scenes. So that's something that you guys can look forward to. And also, I'm here to answer any of your questions. Feel free to message me, DM me. I'm going to link my socials on here. So then you guys, if you have any questions, please reach out, because I will answer them on this channel. And also, I respond back to my DMs. So it might take a little bit. And make sure to let y'all know that it might take a little bit. It might take like a day or two. However, I will get back to you. So please do not be scared to reach out. I think that's enough for a intro video today. I don't want to overwhelm any of you guys, but I am extremely excited about this journey. One thing that I feel that society is really lacking is authenticity. And that is really my goal. I just want to be as authentic as possible when it comes to this, and help as many people as I can when it comes to media, and also just anything that's going on in your life. If you need help, like, I want to be there for people, but I don't want to be a gatekeeper. I don't want to be a person who is stopping your bag, or that's not me. What is for me is for me, and what is for you is for you. So I don't see the point in gatekeeping. So I just don't get it. God has a plan, and that plan may or may not include certain things. So your plan and his plan may be totally different, and that is okay. because what is meant for you will be for you. I really hope you guys enjoy. So make sure you guys stay tuned. Make sure you check out more episodes coming soon. And yeah, I can't wait. Hope you enjoyed. Peace out.